At your age, I absolutely love looking through my mum's cookery books.
I prefer making up my own recipes, and sometimes I don't like being bossed around by a recipe. I just like saying, I don't think we need this much.
Do you know that experimental cooks sometimes scare me?
Are you going to experiment with John's recipe?
Probably not, no.
We're going to need sausages, little tiny chipolatas. Just going to prick the sausages and rub them all over with oil, and that way they won't explode.
While the sausages are browning on the outside, John begins chopping the onion for the gravy.
So if you just slice and follow the lines, the onion will be easy to chop. And now the sausages have cooked, they're ready to go. So take the onions and then drop them into the pan. You've got to be very careful at this point because you've got hot oil in there. Can you add about half that butter for me? Yep. I don't want them to be hard. I want them to be brown like worms inside a pan before we keep on going.
The next stage is to make the batter for the Yorkshire pudding.
Milk into a bowl and some eggs. And this is the fun bit. Imagine having a milkshake. Really give it a good beat up, and that will make the Yorkshire pudding puff up and be light. Then we add our flour, and we want to be able to get some air into the flour and make sure there's no nasty bits inside. And again, we want bubbles on top. The mould that we've got, we're going to put 3 sausages into each one, and you'll hear them sizzling still because they're hot, and we're going to put a ladle full right to the top. But if I've done this properly, they will rise and they will be absolutely fantastically light with the sausages stuck in the middle of them. And then into the oven at 230 degrees.
How long do we put the Yorkshire pudding in the oven for?
About 20 minutes.
OK, thank you.
How's our worms?
They're getting there, not quite there, though.
That's fine.
Still a bit crunchy.
Take a little bit of brown sugar, add that to it, give it a good stir around. And here's my secret weapon, vinegar. There is a chemical reaction between the vinegar and the sugar in the onions, which means the whole thing will turn brown and the onions go very soft.
Can you smell that? Vinegar, the butter. You getting that? Mmm.
To turn the onions into onion gravy, John adds flour and then stock.
It's basically like a load of worms stuck inside mud. And then our little toads.
Oh, wow.
And then our gravy. Lovely sausages, wonderful batter. Everybody happy?
Yeah.
Have any of you cooked Yorkshire pudding before or toad in the hole?
I helped my mum cook toad in the hole, but from a packet mix.
You are halfway there. You've had 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes left.
Ten-year-old Libby is from Surrey. She's been cooking since she was 2, and her latest creation was a donut mountain dripping with chocolate and maple syrup.
Cooking is my favourite hobby because you get messy, you can try new things. I'm a quite experimental chef.
So, Libby, how does it feel being here at MasterChef?
It feels really exciting, but I'm a bit nervous because I just think I'm going to miss something out or something's going to go wrong.
At your age, I absolutely love looking through my mum's cookery books.
I prefer making up my own recipes, and sometimes I don't like being bossed around by a recipe. I just like saying, I don't think we need this much.
Do you know that experimental cooks sometimes scare me?
Are you going to experiment with John's recipe?
Probably not, no.
OK, Libby, I can't wait to try that Yorkshire pudding. It looks almost perfect. Wow, I'm really impressed. The Yorkshire pudding is gorgeous. And so are the sausages, absolutely lovely. The onion gravy, there seems to be something missing. I don't know whether maybe a little bit more sugar or maybe it's vinegar. I mean, it's nice, but I know it could be a lot better.
I think it went really well. I'm just so pleased with their comments because my onion was undercooked, but so was everybody, so I'm not the odd one out.